So this is Krissy's studio, and we got her lights. So I'm getting the feeling that she wants this to be like a little strip club, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So, but what I'm aiming for is for this to be a palace for worship, and you can, as a man, come and learn how to treat a woman and also how to prepare for marriage and prepare for making babies. So, and I think those are what we want to call it, something like the Church of Esther. And those are really important life skills to know. And there's not like a school for that. So they certainly don't teach you that in public schools. So, but anyways, this is one of the things I came up with last night. She was annoying me with her request for a stereo, so I put this together. These are little Sony. I think I got them for $5 for the pair, and they're not much to look at. There we go. So simple cap on the tweeter, on the mid, and then another cap on the tweeter. I think this one is actually a 1 microfarad, so it's crossed up like 10K. This one's probably 3K, and then a little 10-inch and a very large enclosure to try to get some bass, but they really suck at the bass. And the bottom, let me show you. The bottom had just the wire sticking out of the back. They didn't even jizz it. See? So, and they were cut short. See, I got them at Goodwill, whatever price that is. If you guys know your price codes from Goodwill, but I paid hardly anything for them, and they just needed the wires extended. So I took the woofer out, pulled the wire through, put another wire in there. All they did was tie a knot in it so that you can't pull it all the way out, and it doesn't tug at the terminals of the woofer. And then I put it back together, and then I ran it to this. So I got that for $7 for the pair. I got the receiver for under $20, and then I got the Polk subwoofer, which is just a powered subwoofer for I think $30. So 30, let's say 50, $60. So I got the whole thing for $60, and it sounds amazing. Oh, $5 for the Bluetooth module, and it is a Bluetooth 5 module, and I can put a link to that of where I got those on Amazon. I buy like 20 at a time, and then I buy them for $5, and then I sell them for $20. Because again, it's still cheaper than the ones that you buy in the store. The ones that buy in the store, they sell for $30 to $50 for the same exact module. It's crazy. They just put a housing on it. It's bullshit. But anyways, so those are some more of my Goodwill finds that I need to either repair or do something on. I wanted to do a specific video on harvesting stuff like this. So this is a great infinity cabinet with a nice grill. The polycell tweeter is still in good shape. So I'm not a fan of polycell, even though it's very popular. What I'll do is I'll sell that on eBay. This, of course, is rotted out, and so what I'll do is I'll change this out with maybe like a car woof or something like this, and then I'll remove that tweeter, put something there to block the hole, put the grill back on it, and now it's a ported 10-inch enclosure that I got for, again, like $5. So, and that's a really good deal for you. I won't use it for home, at least I don't think so. Put that back on. There we go. So, what's funny is it actually has what they call a deluxe box terminal, and I was like, it's a really basic car audio terminal. This one happens to be tooled with the Infinity logo, I think. Let's see, what does it say? Something SM105 with the part number, actually, with the model number. Focus. It won't focus. Oh, it says Infinity in it. So, but again, that's just a cheap box terminal that, but you know, in home audio, that's a deluxe terminal. So that was fun. I got this Sarum Vega Tower. Again, some of this stuff is just singles that I got for $5 or $6 at a Goodwill, and they're really good, but they're lonely because they only have they're single. So, but we got the air conditioner in there. It's a 10,000 BTU for a room this size. The other thing I wanted to do, we had a massage table too, and that was Everly's bed, but we're going to use it for guests or whoever stays in here. And You can see all the mess that Krissy leaves. But we wanted to do a lot of like podcast rental or something like that. But you know, you can do a podcast out of anybody's kitchen. So we think this is the best use of the space, is to rent it out to somebody like Krissy who wants to entertain guests. And so anything that helps out with the rent is going to help out with the rent. So, but speaking of which, Recoil just signed a lease for a bigger space. Oh, let me sit down, my back's hurting. They just signed a lease for a bigger space to start in October, twice the space. Right now they're in 5,000 square feet, but it's, you know, it's warehouse, so you can use a lot of really tall pallet racking, and they're going to get twice the space. So I'm hoping that I can maybe move a lot of my equipment over there and actually share the space, and then downsize from this place and move into like a senior living trailer, where, you know, like getting a trailer is like 30 grand, and then you just pay the lot rent, which ends up being like, especially if you finance the trailer, your total rent ends up being like under $1,000 a month, which is really reasonable. And then if I can rent space from Recoil, like, you know, just a part of the warehouse or something like that for like $2 grand a month, then I'll save $500 a month, but mostly it's the maintenance and the space that I just don't need. Now, I would love to keep this place and sublet it, but I don't know what's going on. My right now I requested some ERAP funds to see if I can qualify for that. I don't know if I can even qualify for that, but I just been having problems paying rent, and COVID has really affected us. And the Sherry's on long-term COVID, and you know, she's got swollen legs, and she's on oxygen every night, and it's not great, and she hasn't been able to work in over a year. So a lot of the pressure's on me, and I just got to figure out another way to deal with some of this pressure. And also just being trapped in this property. I can't afford to move, and I can't afford to make other changes, and then especially right now because of the real estate market. So, but I just wanted to show you what you can do for $60. And then of course, I'll keep that system, and then what's really great is you can demo it for someone, and you go, hey, I'll sell it to you for 100, you know. And so I got to use it for a year or two, and then still sell it at a profit. And I want you guys to have that sort of attitude that this is not for you. Don't think about yourself. When you think about yourself, then, you know, you guys obsess about audio and about what you want. But when you start thinking about what other people want and how you can coincide, you can coexist with both the future people that you'll meet, somebody that you'll help, and with your present life, you'll be much happier. You'll also be richer. So, but anyways, I love you guys all. Talk to you soon.